if you're like not living under a rock. But I got tested and I tested positive for coronavirus. Don don don. Like, that's a bummer. It really is. Why is I gonna count down? Okay. Hey you guys, it's Destiny Rain. Welcome back to my channel. Okay. Hey you guys. It's been a minute. Really, it hasn't. I've been posting on my normal time. But that's because I've been trapped in the house. Yay! Okay, so hopefully the fan in the back is not too distracting and you can still hear me good, but it'd be too hot up here to be trying to have no fan going, so I'm sorry. But I just did my hair. Last time you guys saw me, my hair was straight and I had a middle part. I just changed the part and I washed the hair. So like, this is the natural state of the hair. It's a wavy texture, I guess. So let's change that and I look presentable. I didn't put on eyelashes, but I put on mascara. I got the necklace on. I got on this dress. It's actually like a Thanksgiving dress, but whatever, same. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is I look much healthier and better than my last video that I posted Thursday, which was a story time on how I'm getting scammed. But it's okay, because after that video I called my bank and I went ahead and I got it figured out. So today's video is another story time because I cannot leave the house and this is what the story time is on. So sit back, grab popcorn, and let's get into the video. Okay, so this is a story time on basically why I can't leave the house. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's obvious on why I can't leave the house if you're like not living under a rock. But I got tested and I tested positive for coronavirus. Don don don. Like, that's a bummer. It really is. It sucks. Because everybody is out now and I can't go nowhere. We're trapped in the house. Me, my mom, and my sister all been quarantined, whatever. We've all been together. No one's came over. No one, you haven't seen nobody. Like, but yeah, we've been trapped in the house since Monday. It is now Sunday, so it hasn't even really been a week yet, but yeah. So basically, I'm gonna tell you guys the symptoms I felt, like how I led up to getting tested, what's been going on afterwards, like all of that. And yeah, so first I would like to start by saying, okay y'all, this is not a joke. Like, coronavirus is a real thing. Like, I was thinking like, bro, I'm not gonna get that, I'm not gonna catch it. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was not taking proper precautions. Like, if I would go somewhere, if I had my mask, I would wear it, but a lot of times I would forget to grab my mask and I was just gonna be like, oh well. Like, I was going out, like, y'all saw me going out. I was going out and, you know, I was just really not taking proper precautions, and I know that. And I'm not saying like, so like, you know, whatever. But basically, I just want to say, like, this is a real thing. Like, y'all need to be careful out here. If you still going out, like, I was still working, everything. And of course, they was taking precautions at my job and stuff like that. But like, I was still working. I was still touching other people. I was still like, I was not taking proper precautions, basically. So I would just suggest to anybody, like, just wear the mask, stay 6 feet apart. You know, don't go out if you don't have to, like, because this is a real thing and it's actually like going like back up. And I know it's a whole debate over testing and like, well, should you take the test and all of that stuff. and everything like that. And I'm not a political person, so I'm not going to get into politics, but you know, your president has things to say about getting tested and everything like that. But so like that is why they're saying there's a rise in numbers, but like it is rising. It's getting, states are opening back stuff up. You know, people are not taking proper precautions, so it is a rise in the numbers. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just gonna tell you guys basically what what's been going on. So as you know, last weekend it was my whole graduation thing. I did the virtual graduation, I did the parade, and I did a photo shoot last weekend. And yeah, so after all of that happened, I got symptoms Sunday night. So basically, if y'all know, I had went to Savannah Sunday to visit my brother. And Savannah is about a 3-hour drive away from where I live. And so yeah, so literally that whole day, all Sunday, I was fine. We was at his house. You know, I was fine. I didn't have no symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel anything. Like there was literally nothing. Like nothing. That whole weekend, the whole week before, I did not feel anything. Like I was like 100% perfectly fine. So then, after all of that happened, Sunday night, literally, me and my mom were driving back home from Savannah, and I was driving. And so literally, like, it literally like happened like that. So basically, we had stopped at this gas station because we had ended up leaving like later than we planned. So it was like 11, it was like 12 o'clock by the time we got home. But basically, we had stopped at this gas station, and then my mom got gas, we got some snacks, whatever, and then we switched places, and I was driving. And literally, like, as I'm driving, I promise you, I've been fine this whole time. No symptoms, no nothing. So as I was driving, my nose started to feel very dry. Like, if you ever had, like, a nosebleed before and, like, you kind of, like, you know, sometimes people get nosebleeds because, like, the air is dry. That's how it felt. Like, it felt like I was going to get a nosebleed. Like, the air was so dry. And we was in the car, so, like, the air wasn't dry, but so I had the AC blasting harder, but like I just could not get, it was like, it just felt like I couldn't get no oxygen in my nose. Like it felt like there was no air going into my nose. And then my head started hurting, and then my bones started hurting, and my stomach started hurting, and it literally all happened out of nowhere. Like I was perfectly fine, and then like literally out of nowhere I felt sick. And so that's when, like, I was like, okay, like, what's going on? So, a little bit before this, my sister was feeling sick, but she never ran a fever. So we just did not assume it was corona or nothing. And she's never got tested, so we don't know. We don't really know. I'm the only one that's gotten a positive test result. My mom's test literally was negative, and she literally was everywhere that I was. She literally did everything that I did. So I don't even know how that happened, but she never ran a fever, and literally she was sick, like dog sick for like one day, and then the next day she was fine. So like we was like, okay, that was like maybe she just had a cold, like it was just weird. So then I was like, okay, like maybe my sister passed her cold on to me. That's what I was thinking, like, okay, I'm gonna get sick. Still at this time was not thinking like, oh, it's corona, like nothing like that, because I don't know why, but like this is why you shouldn't listen to the news, in my opinion. But the news made it seem like, oh my god, if you get it, you're gonna be sick, you're gonna be in the bed, you're not gonna be able to walk, you're gonna be sick for 14 days, you're gonna be awful, it's gonna be awful. So that's why I was thinking like, okay, this cannot be corona, like, because my sister literally was fine like the next day after she was sick. So I'm like, this is not corona. Like, I don't know what it is, but it is not no corona. So then So then after that, I was feeling sick the whole the rest of the car ride home. And I got home, I took a shower, and I went to sleep. And so when I was sleeping, like normally, like I'm the type of person, I don't get hot. Like I do not get hot. I'm cold most of the time. Like normally I have a fan going. Like I'm a cold person. Like I get cold easily. So when I was sleeping, I was noticing I was sweating a lot through the night. But I was like, okay, whatever. It's whatever, right? So then the next day I woke up, I was hot. And so basically, like, it took me forever to get out of bed. And the next day, which was a Monday, I had a doctor's appointment. And it was like at 9 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So, that's when I noticed I was very hot, like, temperature hot. Like, it was very, very hot. My forehead was hot. Like, I was hot. And so, of course, you know, going to doctor's offices is different now. And a lot of times before you go, they take your temperature. So, at that point, I was so hot. Like, it was so hot. My mom was like, okay, let me take your temperature before you drive all the way down there because, y'all know, I don't live in the same city as a lot of my doctor, dentists, all of that. I don't live, like, near them anymore. So, she's like, before you drive down there, let's go ahead and take your temperature. So, I took my temperature, and it was 100.5. I had a fever at this point. So it was like, okay, now I have a fever. I was feeling all of these symptoms that they say you would feel if you know, get the virus or whatever. So I'm like, oh crap. So I called the doctor and they're like, yeah, you can't come. Like, it was like, yeah, you can't come if you have I think it was over 100 or something. They was like, yeah, you can't come. So I'm like, okay. So that's when my mom goes into full panic mode. Like, she's like, oh my god, we gotta find a tie. Da, da, da. So then that's when we find the testing site. So we went to a drive-in testing site. And literally, like, at this point, because my sister was sick, we had like NyQuil and DayQuil in the house. So I took NyQuil the night, Sunday night when I got home from Savannah. So then Monday I took the DayQuil, which is supposed to give you energy. Like, you're not supposed to be like, DayQuil's supposed to, you know, help you get through the day. Literally, like, we drove to the testing site, which was not far from my house at all, but we drove to the testing site, and it was a drive-through one. So we literally sat in the car for about 3 hours, and I slept. Out of those 3 hours, I probably slept 2.5 hours out of those 3 hours after taking the DayQuil. So that's also another sign that, okay, I'm sick, because a lot of times when you're sick, your body sleeps a lot. Like, if you're sick, normally you realize, like, you're sleeping a lot because that's the body's, like, natural way, I guess, of, like, healing itself. So I was sleeping, like, knocked out basically the whole time we were sitting in line for the test. So then we go take the test. So this is like out of everything that's been happening this last week, out of all the sickness and everything like that, this is literally like the worst part of having it or even getting tested for it. So we drive up or whatever, you know, they got all their PPE. Yes, I know about the PPE, the protective gear on, everything like that, right? So she gives us this bag or whatever, and it has our name on it, and then it has our birthday, and it has like you know, when they take like your, like, for example, like if you've gotten your throat tested for strep throat, they put it in those little things. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna put a picture up here because I don't know what it's called, but they put it in there. So it was that in there, and then it was a stick. So online they said they was gonna do it through your mouth, right? So I'm like, alright, I'm not tripping, because I seen the videos of them people sticking in things up their nose. So I'm like, alright, I'm not tripping. Like, we finna do this through our mouth and be quick and easy, right? So when we get there, of course they're like, yeah, no, you do it through your nose. So I'm like, oh, are you serious? Like, I'm sick and I do not want to stick nothing up my nose. Ugh. Okay, so we get there. So they give us the things or whatever. They give us the thing you stick up your nose. So we get in line. Sorry, hold on. we get in line, right? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. Like, I do not want to do this. So that's when the lady was like, okay, stick it up your nose. Like, I promise you, I almost started crying. Like, I was like, bro, like, and my mom, Destiny, just do it, just stick it up your nose, just do it. And the lady is like, it's okay, it's not gonna hurt that bad. She lied. She lied very badly because that thing hurt. So basically, you tilt your head back and you stick it up there until you feel like this pressure. Like, I don't even know how to explain. It's like kind of like when you, it's not even, it's kind of like when you go under the pool, like you go underwater and you go too far. If you ever had that feeling, or kind of, it's kind of like if you go to the beach, right? You go to the beach and the waves are just hitting you, right? And then you fall and you can't get back up. And so that wave hits you, and that pressure you get when you go under the water unexpected like that, that's kind of how it felt. So you gotta stick up there until you feel that pressure. They tell you when to stop. They're not doing it to you. You have to do it to yourself. But I guess they just can look and tell. I don't know. So then you stick it, right? You stick it and then you twist for 5 seconds to both nostrils. You have to do that. And when I tell you, it hurts so badly. So when I take it out, you're sneezing, coughing, like, it's no joke. That's probably the worst part of this whole experience for me. So then after that, basically we leave, and they're like, okay, you get your results back in 2 days, 1 or 2 days. So I'm like, all right, cool. So yeah, so then that was the whole testing part. So skip until Wednesday. That's when I got my results back. My mom got her results early that morning, and her results came back negative. So at that point, I was thinking, okay, I must not have it. And after Monday, like the next day, my fever had went up to 100.8. But then we didn't take it again for that rest of the day after it went up to 100.8. And then either we took it Monday night before I went to bed, or we took it Tuesday morning. I don't remember. But we took it and it had went down, and it was at a normal person's temperature. So at that point, I didn't have a fever anymore, and I did not feel sick. That's one reason I really was thinking like, okay, this is not corona, because they was making it seem like you're just gonna be dog sick, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe like if you're older and you get it, that is how it is for you. But because I'm young, I'm fairly healthy. Of course, I didn't have those, it didn't last that long, I guess. So at that point, I was sick, honey. So at that point, after that first day of me just being sick, like I couldn't get out of bed, my body hurt so bad, my teeth. That was one day. My teeth was hurting so bad. Like if you ever had braces and you just got your braces tightened, that's literally how my teeth felt. So like my teeth were hurting so badly, my body was aching, I had a headache, I was hot. It was so hot, I was sweating, it was awful. So then, but that next day after my fever dropped, I wasn't hot. I wasn't like dying of heat no more. The body ache stopped. Like at that point, all I did was have this nasty cough. So I'm thinking like that's not corona. Like we just got the cold or something, right? So then Wednesday come around, my mom tested negative. So then I was definitely like, oh yeah, we just got a cold, whatever. I got my test back and I tested positive for corona. How did my mom get negative? How did I get positive? I don't know. But I tested back positive for it. And yeah, so ever since then, I've been trapped in this house. But I am getting tested again tomorrow, which I will be vlogging because I didn't vlog the first time I got tested because literally I was so sick. I literally just could not. I couldn't even think to vlog. Like, literally, like, it was so bad. But yeah, so we are getting tested again Monday. I don't know why we're getting tested again. Like, maybe I'm hoping I don't have it no more because we are supposed to be going out of town soon. And of course, my business that I've been kind of talking about on here, supposed to have my photo shoots this upcoming weekend. So I'm hoping, we're kind of just hoping and praying that everybody tests negative, we don't have it no more, and that life will move on. But of course I won't know until like Wednesday again, probably. But yep, so that is the story of how I got corona. I guess I don't know how I got it. We don't know what happened. We don't know who brought it into the house. We don't know nothing. Of course you can't track that. But because a lot of, I could be around people who don't like people were around me, and I did not know I had it because I did not have any symptoms until literally Sunday night, literally driving home. That's when I got symptoms. So like, it's really impossible to know. That's why you really have to wear your mask, really sanitize, hand sanitizer, wash your hands, all of that good stuff. Kind of try to stay in the house if you can, because you don't know who has it. You don't, because the symptoms just kind of come and go. So it's kind of hard to know if you have it or not. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know if that was really a story time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. But it will be Thursday when you see me again. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.